Okay, you guys, let's start. I'm gonna show you something. Wait. Okay. You see you see this? Can you
Yes.
see the screen? Okay.
Yes.
Can you tell me what you see? Can you describe for me what you see?
Uh, the man is not eating with everyone else.
Yeah. What else?
He's sitting.
What?
He's sitting on the floor.
Yeah, that's true. Adam, what do you think? I don't think Adam is hearing me. Okay. So he is sitting on the floor. He's not sitting with everyone else. If you look closely, you see like uh he has spilled some food while he's eating, right?
That's what I noticed, and that's what I wanted to say.
Okay, go ahead, say. I thought you didn't hear me. Do you know
Oh,
do you know do you notice anything else?
well, he looks poor.
He looks poor. Okay. And then everyone else on the table they look well off, right? They look at least they don't look poor, right?
Mm-mm. Well, I'll say he
Hmm.
looks like he has a bowl on his head, unless that's a tall
He looks like he has a what?
a bowl on his head.
Oh no, that's not a that's not a bowl. It's
Oh
just a
yeah,
hat.
yeah, that's what I was.
Okay. What do you think? Like from this what do you think is this old man's connection to the people sitting on this table? What do you think their connection is?
They're both eating.
Oh, I don't mean
Act.
if they're both. I mean like what? How are they like? Do you think they're like related? Do you think they don't know each other? Do you think like they're eating in a restaurant and this guy just sitting close to them? Like, what do you think? What do you think this photo like? How do you think their connection is, or do they not have a connection at all? What do you think?
Um, I actually know the story already, and I don't want to spoil it on the recording.
You know the story
So,
already?
yeah,
Okay. Okay, then keep it then don't talk. Adam, what do you
I
think?
do. I don't know,
You don't know honestly? Okay. What if I told you that this man sitting on the floor, he is the father of the man sitting here and the grandfather of this child that looks at him?
I thought of
What do you
that,
think?
but it didn't look too obvious.
Okay. But what do you think of that? Like this family is sitting on a table and then the grandpa is sitting on the floor. What do you think of that? Do you think
No.
you don't know? You don't think this is weird? You don't think this is not like a nice thing?
I mean, it
Hmm.
is strange while they're both family, but
Yeah.
and what- maybe it's from the tradition, old tradition.
Okay. Now, let me tell you the story. So, the old man worked as a carpenter. He had a steady job. He was very good. People came to him from all over to for him to make like things for them. But he was getting old and his hands weren't as steady. His eyes weren't as good. Like he started losing his eyesight a little bit and he wasn't as good as he used to be. And this didn't just, you could not just see this in his work. It was also at home. So when he was sitting at home, he couldn't hold things very, very well. While he was eating in his plate, always spill over. Like his hand was shaking so much that he couldn't hold his spoon steady, that it would spill over whenever he's trying to lift it to his mouth. So it would spill over like the tablecloth on the table. It would spill over his clothes, his mouth. And this carpenter, he had a son, and his son had a wife, and they both had a son, like another son. The wife and his son got very, very irritated whenever he spilled food on like the tablecloth or on himself. They got very irritated and angry, and they did not like the look of it. So they decided to come up with a solution. Their solution was he no longer sits with them at the table. For him, they put like a plastic kind of wrapping on the floor. He eats on that wrapping. He spills as much as he wants on this wrapping, and then they wrap it up, throw it away. That's what was more important to them, that he did not spill food on like their precious tablecloth. But then he started getting even worse. One day, he was holding his plate while eating, and because his hands weren't as steady, he dropped the plate on the floor, and it shattered on the floor. The wife got so angry, and just like she got angry, and the father, they both started shouting, and they kept telling him, you have to be careful, like what's going on. This was like a very expensive plate, and they got so angry at him. So they decided to come up with another solution. That solution was they traded his plates for plastic plates. Break. So this man, who was this guy's father, now he's sitting on the floor, not with the rest of his family eating with them. No, he was sitting alone on the floor with plastic wrapping under him, so he wouldn't spill over, in a plastic plate that you eat in and then you throw away. And that's not a very good look. Like not a good that's not a very good thing, nice thing to do. But the old man never complained. He never said anything. He never tried to be like, "Oh, I am your father. You're supposed to respect me." He never did any of that. He just accepted what they did, and he did not speak up about it. Then remember, the man had a son. The son's name, the little boy, his name was Nasser. Whenever Nasser saw his grandpa being treated this way, he would feel bad for him. But he didn't know what else to do. Like, he didn't know what to do. He didn't know if this was the right way. He didn't know if this is the wrong way. He just saw his parents doing this. So he thought, okay, they're the grown-ups. They know better. What do I know? So one day, the mother, the wife, she had like a plate of fruit, and she put the fruit in like a plastic plate. The husband didn't like that. He didn't like to eat like in plastic plates. He didn't like the looks of them, or because sometimes they chemically react with the food. So he didn't like that. So he told her, I don't want you to put our fruit in like plastic plates. It ruins them. like throw these plates away as fast as possible. But then Nasir came to his mother and he was like, "Oh no, don't throw away the plates. Like I'll keep them. I'm gonna use them in the future." His parents looked at him and they were like, "What are you going to use them for?" So the surprise was he told them, "I'm going to keep them and save them for the future. So when you guys grow old, I can give them to you so you can eat in these plates so you don't spill all over yourself or you don't break the plates that we have." So the parents looked at him and they were so shocked by this answer because Nasser, for him, he wasn't doing this like to be smart or like to get back at them or anything. It was just that he saw them doing something and he thought it was the right thing. So he was decided that he was gonna do that in the future. But the parents, they realized what they had done and they stopped making the old man eat on the floor. They started giving him like the normal plates, and whenever he spilled all over himself or the tablecloth, they didn't get angry, they didn't yell at him, they didn't do anything. They just cleaned after him, and that was that. Now, what do you guys think of this story? This story has so much like lessons that we're gonna learn from, but what do you guys think of this story?
Be
Hmm.
kind to your parents.
Be what?
Kind.
Be kind to your parents. What else?
Standing up for what's wrong.
Okay. What else? Hmm.
Hold on.
Okay.
I didn't mean standing up for what's wrong. Standing up for what's right and against wrong.
Okay, I got it. I got what you're saying. Hmm. What else?
And respect your elders.
Respect your elders. That's very good one. Hmm. Hmm. Anything else?
Treat others how you want to be treated.
That's a very good one, Yasmin. Yes, treat other how you want to be treated. Do you guys know this saying? What goes around comes around?
Oh yeah.
You know the saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So this story is a very good reflection of that. The parents thought that they were doing this, like they were just like trying to save the mess. I don't know what they were thinking, but they thought they were doing something that, oh, it's fine, like whatever. But then when they were put in a situation where they could be in like the same they put the father in, they didn't like that. And something that we all have to realize that whatever you're doing right now or whatever, like if you're good to your parents or if you're bad to your parents, if you listen to them, if you don't listen to them, if you're nice, if you do what they tell you, all these stuff, it will come back to you. Okay? Like you will see these things in your kids. Like it's not just like, oh, I'm like my parents don't know, like no. Like whatever you do right now, it will come around to you. And this is not just about like doing something for your parents, or we're not just talking about like parents in general. I'm talking about everything else. If you're nice to people, people will be nice to you. If you hurt someone, if you are not nice to someone, if you try to if you try to do anything bad to someone, this will come back to you. It may not come back to you like right now, and like in the same second, but it will come back to you in the future. So this is one of the most important lessons of like today's story. The other thing is being nice to your parents. Do you guys know that the Prophet ﷺ ordered us to be nice to our parents and to honor them and to respect them? Do you guys know any hadith or any stories of like how the Prophet ﷺ ordered us to do that?
Um,
Hmm.
not
Oh,
that.
Hmm. Adam, you were gonna say something?
no.
Okay. There's a hadith that the Prophet ﷺ tells us that the man was asking the Prophet ﷺ like what's the best way he can go, like what's the fastest way he can go to Jannah, or the best way to like gets Allah's like forgiveness and whatnot. So the Prophet ﷺ told your mom, and then he asked him again, what else? He said your mom. And then he asked him again, what else? He said your mom. And he asked him one more time, and he said your dad. So we have to understand that honoring our parents is not just something that you don't know. This is something that is so, so important that the Prophet ﷺ has ordered us to do. Okay? You have to respect them. You have to honor them. You have to listen to what they have to say for you to like go to heaven or to go to Jannah in the hereafter. It's not just something you do like to be nice or oh you have to listen to them. No. This is something you're ordered to do from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And right now, you guys you guys are young. Okay, let me ask you something. Do you guys do whatever your parents tell you to do?
Usually.
Hmm. Usually. But sometimes you don't, right? Yeah? Why
Sometimes.
don't you? Why don't
Well,
you?
either
Hmm.
because I'm already doing something and I forget, or
Uh,
I
hmm.
I I am going to do it, but then I end up doing something else and then don't.
Okay. What about you, Adam? Adam, can you hear me?
Well, actually,
Hmm.
kind of. Same like
What?
Yasmin.
Same like Yasmin. Let me ask you
Haha.
some. Okay, let me ask you
Kind of.
something.
Kind of.
What if your roles were reversed? You told someone, and you know this thing is very important. So you told someone, you have to do this thing for me. And then the other person was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And they leave you like, okay, they're just like, they're saying, okay, I'm gonna do it. And then they don't do it. They forget, they they don't think about it, like whatever. They have their reasons. I'm not saying they don't want to do it, but they have reasons. How would you feel? And I'm not just talking like I'm not saying like you're a parent and your kids do this to you. I'm just saying like one of your friends. You ask them to do something for you and they just like they just forget or they ignore it. How would you feel?
Like, why didn't you do it? I mean, like, I feel upset and I feel like, why didn't you do it? Why didn't you do what I said? Why, why this and that and whatever.
I'm not talking about what you would say. Like, how would you feel? Huh?
Kind
You
of
would feel
upset.
upset, right?
Yeah.
So that's the whole point. Okay, imagine this is someone who has provided for you, who has given you food, who has given you drinks, who have taken care of you when you're sick, who has given you clothes. Like, they did everything for you. or okay, let's talk it like from your perspective. It's someone you did everything for them. Okay, you gave them food, you gave them drinks, you gave them everything, and you asked them to do this thing. And you're not asking them to do the things because you just wanna because you feel like you're owed because you did all these things for them. No, you're asking them because you need help, and you know that this is the right thing for them. You know, like what you're asking from them is the right thing to do. Or maybe you're telling them not to do that because like they want to do something and it's bad for them and you know it's bad for them. Uh, but they don't listen. Now, how would you feel about that? Hmm. I think
Upset.
the same. Yeah, I think it'd be the same. It would still feel upset. So it's the same thing. Okay. Uh, we have to respect our parents for all that they have provided for us, and not because it's not they don't ask to do they don't ask us to do this thing because they feel owed. No, it's that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered us to take care of them, to honor them, to respect them, to listen to what they have to say. And they do know best. When they tell you to do something, they're not doing they don't ask you to do something just to annoy you or like because they want to inconvenience you. No, they want you to do something either to help them or because they know what's best for you. So this is this was like today's class. So what do you guys think the most important like things you took from today's class? What do you think? What is it?
Treat others how you would like to be treated.
That's good. And what else?
What I took from this class is that ugh,
Hmm.
did not take a sneeze from this class. Ugh.
Hmm. What did you
You, sh-
take?
you should always treat others how you want to be treated, and especially your parents. Treat your
Mm-hmm.
parents with respect.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's read the hadith for the whole thing. Yeah. Can one of you guys read the hadith for me?
Again,
Go ahead.
Allah's pleasure is gained in pleasing parents, and Allah's wrath is incurred.
Okay, because I could not hear you. Okay. Allah's pleasure is gained in pleasing parents, and Allah's wrath is incurred in upsetting the parents. So whenever you have pleased your parents, or whenever you listen, whenever you help them, or whenever you respect them, or whenever you take care of them when they're older, this is all pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And whenever you get angry at them or yell or you don't take care of them or you just ignore them when you're older, this incurs Allah's wrath on you because you have upset them. Okay? So that's like the most important lesson for today. You have to to treat your parents with respect. So let's read the hadith together. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم
قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم
رضا الرب رضا الرب
رضا الرب
في رضا الوالد
في رضا الوالد
وسخط الرب
وسخط
الرب
في سخط الوالد.
في سخط الله.
صدق رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Okay, you guys, that's it for today. Now, what do you want to do?